What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechFoot Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. So today it is a red day. Yesterday, if you guys saw my trades, you guys can watch yesterday's video. I was able to close a little bit over, or exactly $600 profit. And actually, I was able to show my trade live. You saw me cover profits. It showed my P&L on the day and stuff like that. So that was great. The day before was a $1,600 day. I showed my profits there as well. A little bit over $1,600. And then the first day, I was up $165 and stuff like that. So altogether, I was up a little bit over $2,400 within the first 3 days of the market, the first 3 days of the week. And as you guys can see now, I've shown my trades. I've talked about like what it is that I've been trading and all that good stuff. And I've been red. There's no question about that. So like, what do I mean that I've like been red, but I've never like lost money, right? So like I swing trade, so I hold a stock and sometimes it pulls back a little bit lower than what I bought at, and then it pulls back, but then the following day or the days that follow continues to grow and recover, and then I end up closing the overall position green, right? So that was not the case. So today is my first official. I actually I'm going to talk about it, and I want to like. So made $1,400 on Gush today. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. So Gush ended up pushing up to above $24 today. Gush was one of our top callouts, not just yesterday, but the day before. And that's how I was able to make the $600 profit yesterday. But if I would have held, I would have made much more. But again, you never know what it is that's going to happen. I'm a very conservative investor, and I was really upset with myself with other positions that I've taken. And first, I just don't want to bore you guys. I'm going to show you guys like what I traded, how I ended up being red. I'm going to explain my thought process. Why is it that I did it? And again, that's what's the most important part. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I'm also going to talk about the top stock that I see value in. Okay, Google, pause. The top stock that I see value in for the next couple of days, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, Google, pause. Willikers, my goodness, Google. All right. So I want to first thank all those that are tuning in live. I really do appreciate that. So those are all the people. I'm not that close, but they're the ones on that side, right? So you guys can see them tuning in live. You can see their chats. What's going on, Ed? What's going on, Denise? What's going on, Humberto? Hope you guys are all having a good day. So even me, all that negative. Okay, so I want to talk about it, and it's not even that I'm like devastated or anything like that. It's like, guys, I was up $2,400 like this week. I pulled back, and I'm going to show you guys real quick for my P&L on the day. I'm down $442 on this position and ended up closing it out, and that's it. That still means that I'm up a little bit over $2,000 profit for this week, and that's definitely not bad. $2,000 to $2,500 is my weekly goal. Last week I was up over $3,800, and you guys could see those profits as well. And I'm gonna just talk to you guys about why is it that I cut losses, and what is it that I saw. So this is J NUG. This is a gold-based ETF, and the reason that I cut losses was very simple. I saw it starting to sell off. I saw that it was breaking the support here at the SMA indicator, which I thought was going to act as a support. But again, it's very important to wait for the overall confirmation. I talk about it all the time. I took a position a little bit too early, and today, during aftermarket hours, so if you guys could see like, the 1 day, 1 minute chart, you could see that yesterday it closed at around 1337, and then it started having really solid sell-offs, and it was due to the news that came off with the increase in tariffs and stuff like that. So obviously it was trading between the middle VWAP and bottom VWAP, and I've talked about that numerous times, showing signs of a descending pattern, selling off, selling off, selling off, and then guess where I sold? Guess where I sold, guys? Right here. So I ended up selling, well, not on /GC, but obviously it had a huge sell-off, and I saw that the market was about to open. I have the opportunity to actually sell during pre-market or aftermarket hours through my TD Ameritrade account, as many of you guys do as well. And as you guys can see, there's an overall resistance at around 1330, and that's ideally where I ended up purchasing my initial position. But right as the market opened, obviously it was at $13, and that was the overall lows, and then I ended up selling exactly at $13 flat, and that's it. I could have ended up closing my position exactly where I bought it at, but let me tell you why I cut losses. I saw that descending pattern with /GC, right? With /GC on that 180-day chart, I saw it breaking its support, and I didn't want to continue to hold. I didn't want it to continue to hold. I didn't want it to continue to fall, and then for me to hold J NUG, right? Because if /GC falls, then so does J NUG. And understanding that it's showing signs of a descending pattern, it's trending below that 180-day EMA, I wanted to react quickly. But because of that, I know multiple times when I have been swing trading, I don't react quickly enough. And because of that, I end up being red for like maybe like 1 week. And although I end up closing that position green, it might take me twice as long because now it's selling off. I have to wait for it to fully recover and then for it to, even add to the recovery and then end up making me profit. So what I wanted to do, what my plan was, hey, I don't want to ride J NUG below $13 as that was the previous support. I want to cut losses quick, and if it sells off, great. Then I'm able to buy in back at $12, and then I'm able to make up, all this profit as it recovers. That's a lot of profit that it can recover if it has a drastic sell-off. Obviously, that was not the case. Right as I sold, I ended up recovering, but I 100% couldn't have known that, right? I couldn't have guessed that, hey, right at around $13, it was going to bounce. I just saw a continuous downward pattern, and usually when the market opens, there's a huge volume spike, and there was a huge volume spike, and unfortunately, I ended up selling at the very bottom, but that's okay. Realistically, I saw that I was, selling at a price point where, $442, yes, it sucks, but I'm obviously not going to be devastated, right? I'm not going to end up, it's not going to like kill me, right? I wanted to take actions, cut losses quick. It made sense to me on why I cut losses. I took a position a little bit too early, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know that I've taken positions again a little bit too early. I end up being red like a couple $1,000 or like about $1,000, and it's just a waste of time because I'm end up being red, and then by the time it recovers, I could have made that $1,000 plus what I made on top of that, and that's all I wanted to share with you guys. So let me go ahead and talk about. So I want to hear what you guys have to say about this and if it makes sense to you guys. What the heck? Okay, so for you to say, Ricky, you're so dumb, don't buy J NUG. I wouldn't say that what I did was dumb. I mean, I'm up over $2,000 right on the week. So I mean, I'm all open to criticism. I mean, I don't think that's constructive criticism. I think that's you just trying to subjugate others. But realistically, I saw potential in J NUG, and that's why I chose to take a position. I ended up taking a little loss, and is that dumb? No, I don't think so. I just took a position before I should have, and it's just a simple mistake that I will work on it and won't make again. And it's one that I share with you guys all the time. So it's again all learning from your best practices and your mistakes, and that's why I'm here to share that with all of you. Since I have a little bit over 136,000 people that are subscribed to the channel, a little bit over 90,000 members within our private TechBot Solutions community. So now I wanted to talk about the position that I see value in next. And if that's okay with you guys, I'm just going to move your attention on over to DRIP. Why is it that I see value in DRIP? Well, it's because of the actual inverse itself. So DRIP and the inverse is Gush. And Gush has been actively trading up. It was showing signs of an upward staircase. I traded Gush this week, and it's definitely pushing up. That's great. But look at the previous patterns. Do you see how Gush has been it peaks out at most at around $25 based on just understanding that $24 has been a very consistent resistance. It doesn't normally hold above $24. It usually peaks out at around 24, anywhere around 25, and then it has a sell-off. Understanding that that's usually where it's overbought. I think that right now, because this is so overbought, that is saying that its inverse DRIP in reference is so oversold. Right? You can see that it's definitely more on the oversold side. It had a huge sell-off, and because of that, I see a lot of potential for a recovery. Obviously, you do want to wait for the confirmation, and intraday, it's still actively trending down. I just wanted to bring it up to your attention. Again, this is not a stock or ETF suggestion. You should never trade based on other people's opinion, but just exposure for all those that are looking for something to potentially swing trade. Once we do get the confirmation for the overall reversal, just think about the potential for profit that this thing has to offer. Anywhere from $13 all the way up to $14 can offer 17% potential for profit. That is huge growth. That is huge growth. And if I can cover this profit that it has to offer, if I'm able to even cover up to like $13, $13.50, just think about that. That offers 10% plus potential for profit. So with my overall position, let's say I take like a $20,000 position, that's a $2,000 profit. It's a freaking fly. Where's it at? Okay. But overall, that's why I see a lot of potential. So usually a pattern for DRIP is that it has pretty decent sell-offs. It finds a support, and then it rides up. It tends to make higher lows. But within the Learn Plan Profit Group, which is the private group that I was working with, or that I work with every single day, we were talking about DRIP today, and we were talking about how it's now building a support at around $12. At least it was before this red candle. And instead of it making lower highs based off previous patterns, do you see this almost ascending uptrend pattern that it's doing right here? The SMA line is now starting to actively point up, and I think that's in favor of drip. And if we see something with Gush, which is something that it hasn't normally done, is that now instead of making like this ascending uptrend pattern, now it's making lower lows, which I think is going to be in reference to this SMA indicator pointing down. So I think there might be a slight reversal coming up pretty soon. Obviously, Gush is actively trending up today, and I don't want to go against anything that's actively trending up. It's over 9.3% on the day, and that's great. Same with Tesla. That was a huge day. I mean, within the past 2 to 3 days, obviously I sold Tesla too soon. I traded this one about 2 days ago. But I just wanted to, have a friendly reminder that, hey, drip tends to look like it might be oversold. It might be something to, set your alerts out on for. And if it's something that you see value in, then great. And if it's not, then you 100% don't have to, do anything about it. So I feel like the potential for profit for drip outweighs the potential for loss, in my honest opinion. So it's definitely oversold, right? And based off previous patterns, it tends to reverse at around this price point when it has a huge sell-off. Now we just have to wait for the overall reversal. Gush normally peaks out anywhere around from, like the $25 price point. That's normally where it peaks out at, and that's exactly what I'm going to be waiting out for. So drip just ended up dropping below 1150, and then let's look at /CL, which is very similar. So right now we could see that Y or Gush is bouncing. We could see that there's a bounce at the SMA support for /CL, which goes in favor of Gush, and we can see that it's definitely pushing up. That's great. But do you also see this strong descending pattern? I want to make sure that you don't just think that again it's going to bounce, but do you see again the overall highs that it's been making? It's a very similar pattern to what it's had before, and it's making lower highs. So every time that it pushes up and it tries to bounce, it doesn't go as high as it did before. And I think that's a very unique pattern to keep an eye out for, as it might identify a good time to potentially sell Gush, or where CL would peak out, which is in favor of Gush. And then that's where we'll see the reversal for drip. So again, just a friendly reminder, I could be completely wrong, and that's it. But that is really just it. I mean, we've been doing overall, again, this is my first closed red trade for this entire year, and I'm sure I told you guys from the very beginning that I'm going to have multiple red trades throughout the entire year. But something that I think that I've been doing very well is focusing on patterns that make sense to me, and only investing in what I understand. And that's what I would recommend for each and every single one of you. Never trade based on other people's opinion. Never invest in what you don't understand, and always have a plan when investing. Have an understanding of the pattern. I actually want to put a couple of you guys on the spot. So for those that are part of Learn Plan Profit, which is part of my private group, I actually heard of you. I heard a couple of you in the morning, and a lot of people were freaking out because of the pullback that that drip had. Guys, I told you guys before I even took my initial position that drip is actively trending down below the middle VWAP. I took a position just to take a small percentage position before the overall confirmation, just to get my foot in the door. And I told you guys it's still trending in between the middle VWAP and the bottom VWAP. That's a descending pattern. It's trending down, right? It's still trending down. I just wanted to get a small position, and that was it. I told you guys, focus on the overall pattern. Take a step back, look at that 180-day analysis, and ask yourself, is this something that you think that can recover? Do you think that it's more on the overbought side or oversold side? Same thing with Gush. Same thing with whatever it is that you are trading. Have an understanding of what it is that you're investing in, and make sure that you understand the pattern itself. Stop being so micro-focused on intraday if you plan on swing trading something. And if you plan on day trading something, then make sure that you set up a plan according to that day trade. So just a friendly reminder for all of you that, so just a friendly reminder to all of you that for all those that have taken a position and stuff like that on whatever it is that you are investing in, don't get so caught up on just the intraday play. There could be a lot of volatility. The market has been pretty red, and it's obviously pretty green today. I just want to remind you that, hey, the market has been very volatile. It'd be a good idea to potentially cover profits, and to also not overwhelm yourself with, if something is going very well for you today, then that's great. Then you should probably cover profits, because that might not be the case tomorrow. And again, vice versa. If something isn't going very well for you today, then vice versa, it could potentially recover tomorrow. Just make sure that the pattern makes sense. Make sure it's an ascending uptrend pattern. Make sure it's something that shows that it's, showing signs of a reversal or something about that. So I wanted to ask you guys, Ricky, question. So for those that are saying about, I see, what the heck? People are asking me, do I still invest? Okay, so I actually wanted to ask you guys for a favor. So for all those that are tuning in right now, you guys are live with me, 580 people. If you guys can tune in live, I'm not going to ask you for anything that is, um, unreasonable or anything like that. But it was brought to my attention yesterday. It's not that it was brought to my attention. I knew that there was this article out there, this blog. Um, and you guys know, I mean, I built this free community of tech solutions, and you guys, I built it to a little bit over a year, right? So it's like almost a year and a half. We have a little bit over 90,000 members. It's a free community, and I built it to surround ourselves with like-minded individuals. I was really upset when I saw someone share this link about me. That was a blog that was made about me. If you guys have ever Googled my name, it popped up, or it has popped up before. And it's this page that says Penny Stock Whiz Kid, and it's this blog post, right? And what I wanted to show you guys was I ended up reaching out to this the individual who made the blog, or who's the owner of the blog, just because I was going to get my lawyers to get in contact with them. They ended up making a blog, and I'm sure you guys have seen it before, from this Penny Stock Whiz Kid. Let me see if I could actually make it pop up. It's not popping up. So if you guys have an Instagram, first of all, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you guys can choose to follow me. The link is down below. But what I did was I reached out to this kid. So, and I can see that he's probably a little kid. So what I sent him, his name is Penny Stock Whiz Kid. And if you guys search up my name, it's this blog that says that I am an online marketer, I'm an affiliate marketer or something like that, that I don't make money trading or something about that. And I always, there's always going to be haters, but if you guys see with like the large number of following that I have, like a little bit over 136,000 people, there's about one or two people. I thought it was someone that I kicked out of Tech Solutions that got really upset and that just made a blog about me. He's saying that I don't make money with trading, I make money with buying and reselling cars and different things, which I don't understand. Like, I mean, I talk about all the different sources of income that I have, and stuff like that. Oh, I'm 100% I already have my lawyers that are going to get in contact with him. I'm already going to press charges, and I'm 100% going to sue him because of the defamation of character. And just I wanted to show you guys so you guys can reach. What I wanted to ask you was, there's this kid, Penny Stock Whiz Kid, which is the creator of the blog, and I told him, I said, I just want you to think how offensive it is for someone to work so hard to build a community that is truly helping people to have one person ruin it or discredit it for others, because he made this blog and it's to discredit me and provide more exposure for him. Does that make sense? I was like, I've never done anything to hurt or to leech off of anyone. Everything I've built has been from hard work and from myself. I've never outsourced anything like that. I was like, everything I've built, and then all I ask you is to respect that or to like leave me completely alone. And the thing that really offended me was that his response was, the whole point of that blog post is to piggyback off your brand as thousands of people search for you on Google. I didn't even write the post. I paid a freelancer to write it since I don't have time. What parts of the article need to be changed? Just so you guys could see, Penny Stock Whiz Kid, you guys could see his message right there. And then I told him the entire post, I was like, don't you understand the toll that this has to my community and overall credibility? So this kid, you guys can follow him on Instagram. He supposedly has 12K followers, which is 100% fake, because you can see that he gets about 200 to 300 likes per photo. So he probably has about 1,000 followers that are actually real. There's those fake Instagram things. I mean, you guys can tell by the ratios of who has real followers or not. So you can tell that his following is real. You can see that he made this blog about me, to try to discredit me and to leech or to piggyback off of my overall following. I just wanted you guys, if it's possible, to go on his Instagram, so it's Penny Stock Whiz Kid, and simply report him. He has a series of pictures. I reached out to him yesterday. All I ask you, if you guys can go out of your way and maybe invest 1 minute, you guys can go to his Instagram, so Penny Stock Whiz Kid, and you guys can see, I don't know if he blocked me or something like that, but I think he must have blocked me. After I messaged him that. But yeah, if you guys can just report him, it's on the top right hand corner. You guys can report him as spam, and that is really just it. Obviously, it's really offensive when I'm trying to build a community around that's free and accessible for everyone, and then we have one person ruin it for others. So I just wanted to ask you if you guys can, I'd really appreciate that. If you guys can't, I 100% understand. You guys don't have to. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because that is, I think, one of the only negative feedbacks that are out there about me and my free community, which I think is actually really impressive, since we have hundreds of thousands of people within our trading community. So Appreciate that, Loris. I really do appreciate that. So, if you guys want to comment there, no, I'm just kidding. You guys don't have to harass him or anything like that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that you know, like everything that is that I've been working so hard for and everything that I've given up to try to make the most I can out of this, it's just really discouraging to have. It's not even just a hater, but it's having someone actually go out of the way, pay someone to discredit someone, and again, truly have that negative like impact in someone's like following and stuff like that. So again, his followers are all completely BS. He really has about maybe like 1,000 real followers, and yeah, and he would always follow me and follow the people that would follow me in effort to, like, you know, again, piggyback. It's just really offensive that like people can't grow their own following, and or not even that they're not willing to dedicate time to work hard themselves, that they want to like piggyback off of others. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys all have a beautiful Thursday. Obviously, it's been a very green week. Just one red day isn't going to devastate me, right? Or one red day for the entire month. I mean, I'm really excited for the overall pattern that drip has to offer, in my opinion. But altogether, I just hope that whatever it is that you guys end up taking a position on really leads to your success. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can reach out to me via the free Discord TechBot Solutions chat that we have. You first have to click that third link. That's our free community of over 90,000 members. Once you get accepted, on the top pinned post, there's a Discord link. You simply just have to join, and it's free. And then if you want to actually, what's it called, work with me on a daily basis, you guys 100% don't have to, but that's the private group that I always talk about, that I work with on a daily basis, and has access to the Learn, Plan, Profit video lesson library. Invest 30 seconds. Click that first link in the description and check it out. So yeah, King Kong Ooh says, go drink some chocolate milk. I agree. I need to go chill out a little bit. So alrighty, guys. So I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Continue working hard. Continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives in your success. And if there's anything that I can do to assist you or better guide you, or be a part of your success, I want to encourage you, if you guys haven't already, you guys can reach out to me and direct message me through the TechBot Solutions Discord chat, or you guys can direct message me via Instagram. Again, my link is down below for Instagram. Feel free to follow me, and that's pretty much going to be it. So thank you guys again, and like always, let's make sure that we're in the year on a green note. Okay, Google, play I Don't Even Speak Spanish, LOL. I think you guys will like this song. It's actually a pretty good song. Okay, Google, 100% volume. I always play music sometimes when it's about to end. Isn't this like a good beat, especially as we're approaching the weekend? Guys, it's time to make that money. There we go. You have to wait for this. You have to wait for this. Oh. Alright, guys. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Take it easy, team.